just finished boxing in the upper control arm. Obviously it's not fully welded in yet, but it is one beefy looking arm. It's crazy. Here's the flanges I was talking about for the bag mounts. That's a lot of structural integrity right there. But yeah, it's a beefy looking arm. Looks something like the military made or something. I don't think this will ever break, so that's good. So imagine just 4 of these, one right here, one right there, and then obviously the 2 lower ones are going to look different because they're going to be like, and then all in the triangularized form. So yeah, it's a good first look at that upper control arm right there. So there you go. All right, we got this door panel off. As you can see, there was no nest, just a little bit of mud and whatnot. Then we got that one cleaned up as well. And so next step of action is to get all this trim off. That trim, get that trim right there, and that bracket, and that headliner trim, because we got the rear headliner trim but not the front, and then that corner piece over there. Get that taken off, get this taken off up here. Just all the little accessory stuff. Get the windshield out, and once we do that, then we will be able to chop the top, but we're not gonna do that till we finish the front suspension. So yeah, I think this is gonna be a wicked truck. We have a piece of plywood in here right now so we can actually sit, and we have our lever kind of where it's gonna go. It's not like permanent or anything, it's just like shoved down there, but this is gonna be our shift lever, and yeah.
Show them that stuff up there.
Oh yeah, this is all the old writing. You can see new motor 22920, and then there's some more little writing right there.
I think it's initials.
Yeah, like initials, and then another date, and then
11/2/1958.
Yeah, 1958. That's writing. That writing has been there since 1958, right there. And then here's oil, 15578. Yeah. And then there's like other like random things like that says like 81 or something, and this says 108 or something. And then we have all the old plaques in here. This one says I don't know. Most of these are pretty unreadable. This one talks about the coolant. You can read that one. It's missing that one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this one's a 4-wheel drive diagram, but I don't know for sure. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We're planning to leave all of it because that's pretty cool that it has all the plaques and stuff. And then here's your windshield wiper motor. So there's that, and little, doesn't do anything, of course. Lights. And then here's your...
It's gonna be an air compressor.
Yeah, we're gonna repurpose some of these. That's gonna be our air compressor switch, we've already decided.
Heater switch still seems to be in decent shape.
Yep, and then here's the vent. It's kind of messed up right now, but yeah, this is just a little bit of a look.
See some of the stuff from the military paint underneath. I wish I could see what it says.
Yeah, because this was a military truck, but then it was repurposed as a electric
truck.
Yeah. So you can see they just painted over it orange, which I don't know why they would do that. Maybe the military did, I don't know. But yeah, it's just kind of just a look at how the inside's doing right now. Got our steering wheel. And there's our blower motors down there. With all the vents still open and stuff. This is actually in really great condition. That door panel wasn't even rusted out, even though it had a full-size rat nest in it. Wasn't even rusted out. But, yeah. It's going to be a pretty tight little tin can in here. And then we're thinking about adding a plaque somewhere to, for like air pressures or something, or PSI, something like that. I don't know.
I think here.
Yeah.
I think right here we cut in and French in our bag pressures and our paddle switches.
Yeah. We have a new ignition. We haven't put it in yet though, and we have a new what was it? A new ampere?
Oil.
No, a new oil gauge.
Pressure gauge. You can't hardly read it. So
yeah, there. This one says oil pressure, but it's gonna be air pressure, PSI. So yeah.
Or we got a digital. Well, no, the speedometer is analog, but the odometer is digital. GPS speedometer that will fit right in this hole.
Mm-hmm. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. But this is a little update, little, I don't know, a look at what the inside's looking like right now. Because you guys, I don't really record the inside of this cab much, so this is a good, nice look at what this is kind of going to look like.
We need to try and simulate that.
Yeah.
That wing nut thing over here.
Yeah, this windshield opens just fine. We've opened it many times.
That one's way too tight.
Yeah, that one's like super tight though.
I tried to loosen it last night. It wouldn't open.
Yeah. Yeah, we've opened the windshield before. You can see this nice, like, heavy bracketry right there. But, yeah. So, there you go.
Okay, well, let's build
inside, yeah.
Let's build it instead of sitting in it.
This is our horn that we got that came off a tugboat. As you can see, it's stinking massive. It's a massive horn that we got off of eBay. So the story is we find this on eBay, and through the pictures there's no
there's nothing to reference the
yeah,
size.
and there's no size reference. It's just a white picture, and it says it came off a tugboat. So we're like, okay,
this is huge.
yeah, this like has to be a pretty big horn, like, you know, at least the size of, you know, like stinking, I don't know, probably that propane tank, like pretty big horn. And then we're waiting for it, and we get this itty bitty little package, and this is it. Like, look how small it is. But don't be fooled. You might think that, like, oh, it's a small little horn, like it would be like not that loud, but it came off a tugboat. So this thing is like ear piercing. It's just insane. Like, I don't even know what kind of decibels this thing is putting out. It's just ridiculously loud. So it's not the most manly sounding horn, but oh my lord, I've never heard a horn that loud. So we're probably gonna put it like somewhere you can kind of see it, but like we're not gonna mount it like right on the roof, you know. I don't know, do you want to hide it? Like,
It's mounted on the roof. Like, right.
well, put it in that hole. Hold on, let me get an angle of it. It's right there, a little horn centered on the.
That looks stupid.
Yeah.
I think we'll put it, just hide it down here somewhere. You know, next to the engine or something.
Yeah. Maybe like, no, I was thinking like right here. No, that's what the thing goes. I don't know. Because a lot of horns, they're just like sneaking somewhere right there. But yeah, this is our horn. It's kind of oddly pitched, but if anyone cuts you off, I'm sure it'll shatter their windows. So yeah, so there's our huge tugboat horn off of eBay. How much was this?
It's like $9.
Yeah, $9 horn.
That should have been the first clue. It was $9.
Well, yeah, there you go. $9 on eBay if you want to stinking make someone's ears bleed. So there you go. This is the completed pivot point of the cantilever arm, that upper arm that we made. As you can see, it has many different angles. From this way, goes to a point, it goes like this, so it goes to a point there, and then it also goes to a point there, so it's all kind of evenly spreading. And we left the welds, look at this one looks better. We left the welds so you can see our beautiful handiwork. And we called Barnes 4-wheel drive, or 4x4, and because that's where we got these bushings from, and they informed us that yes, indeed, you do have to grease them, so we added a grease zerk to the top right there. So the way you're going to access those is you'll just take the center bolt out and just lift the cantilever arm up, and then you'll be able to access these pretty easily. So yeah, it goes just like that. Boom. We were going for like kind of the militarized look, so we have it kind of slanted off right here, and it's real rough looking, tough looking. So yeah, so, and then as you saw before, our arm with the bag goes like this, and it will pivot right here on this pivot point where it then goes to the axle. So that's kind of where we are right now. And yeah, also as you can see, we are still taking stuff out of the cab. We have our windshield like halfway off, and I'm working on the trim still, so that's good. We also fixed our welder because the tube that the wire goes through decided to destroy itself, so we had to get a new one of those. So that's where we stopped yesterday. So yeah, we gotta make another one of these and then finish the other cantilever control arm, and there you go.
We've also got to finish these gussets / radiator mounts. Get those welded in before we start welding on the pivot points and stuff.
Yeah, we took the radiator off and the water pump off for ease of access. Oh, and I cut these off too. I cut those little nubbins off that was coming off the frame. Went ahead and cut those off, so it's a nice flat plane here as well. So yep, that's where we are right now. We have just mounted the driver's side upper control cantilever arm, and it's looking good. There's our bag, the bag mount, it's under there. A little pivot point, it's right there, looks nice. It's a little crooked, it goes a little bit this way, and it's also a little like twisted. But I mean, we literally just tacked it on there like just now, so I mean, we didn't like really measure it that in depth. So I mean, it's very rudimentary, but it's a good first look. And immediately we discovered a problem, and that is that this little thing is what we used at first to figure out all the math for our pivot point, and we didn't account for this being thinner, and that is much thicker. So the bag mount is a little close, like that. It's a little close because this is a little thicker, but we prepared for that, and we slotted this bag mount right here. Here's the other one. You can see this whole bag mount can just slide out, because like we slotted it like just in case we needed to change something, in case the math wasn't right, because it's a lot of math. And I'm glad we did, because now we can just move that back like half an inch or an inch, and then the bag will be more upright, and it's not going to be touching that pivot point, because we don't want any wear to happen on the bags. So glad we did that. Pretty smart of us, but yeah. So there you go. That's kind of what it's going to look like. Well, this is what it's going to look like at ride height, because at ride height, this is going to be level. So once we add the other 4 inches of mount on the axle, then that'll be more or less what it looks like. But yeah, so there you go.